in the morning. In the bus.
Potency medication, my inspiration. Bang, 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 bang. Thunderfall. Oh man, am I like a...
Alright, welcome back, Coffee and Kale. I thought we'd do a little bit different today and do a little bit of a chit chat while I put this in my hair. I should have got some clips. So you just saw me make my pre-poo. I decided to leave the skin on the aloe vera leaf. I think I've done that before and I can't remember if it's a good thing or a bad thing, honestly, but we're gonna go ahead and do it this time. Now I put aloe vera, the actual leaf. I then put in oil. I didn't have any oil pudding made, so I only put olive oil in this mixture and conditioner. And I'm using that OBX conditioner, the one that you saw me with, because I had it, or I saw it at the grocery store, and then I got the bright idea today to buy all of them, all the conditioners that were of that brand at the grocery store. And we're going to do product reviews in the future. So today we're going to do, and what I mean by that is product reviews of all of the OBXs in the future. So today we're going to use just that one that I showed you for the entire process. So like for the pre-poo, for the henna gloss, and then for the deep conditioner, I'm going to use all those OBX, or just that one OBX conditioner. And then I'm going to do the Shea Moisture for leave-in and closing. So that's that. Now the pre-poo step, let's just talk through some of the purposes of this. The reason you want to do this, so this is a week-old hair, actually more than a week, it's probably a week and a half. And I have twisted it up most nights. I didn't twist it last night. Oh, y'all, I will show you the concert we went to last night. It was so much fun. We went to a go-go. Anyway, so I came home late and passed out. Didn't even wrap it up. So my hair is like super, super dry. But outside of that, like the one-offs, I didn't wrap up my hair. Outside of those, in general, you just want to pre-poo because you want to get your hair ready for the wash. Shampoo, even when you use the shampoo with no sulfates, is stripping. It's the point of it, right? It's the point of shampoo is to get your hair clean. But with natural hair, you want to preserve as much moisture as you can. Now, when you're clarifying, especially when you're clarifying, using a clarifying shampoo, you want to be sure that you have some moisture in your hair, that you've got some real good coatings going in there. Because though it sounds counterintuitive to want to coat your hair before you strip it, that's exactly what natural hair needs, especially with the lower porosities, the 4s, 4Cs, 4Bs. So the pre-poo step is important to get some of that moisture in your hair before you get started, so that when you go in with the shampoo, you're not damaging your strands, you're just cleaning them. So let's finish up the pre-poo.
Blessed earth, I gotta be the healing of the nation. Naturally calming my meditation. Potency medication, my inspiration. Bang, 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 bang. Thunderfall. Oh man, am I like a kite? Still I can roll a spliff with my eyes shut tight. Pretty girl, she said I'm on point. She like what me like and she love my type. Said she want ride on my bike. Said she want give it up without putting up a fight. Everything run good in the night till the police surface and I shine them light. Me say, love me make me roll it. Love me make me roll it. Mr. Officer. Love me make me smoke it. Love me make me smoke it. Oh yeah. Love me make me roll it. Love me make me roll it. Mr. Officer. Love me make me smoke it. Love me make me smoke it. Condemn a ganja man. When they see me when the trees at speed, you feel no man a ganja man. Indica strain on me brain, don't listen what me saying. I'm a real ganja man. No cocaine on me brain, friend. Me I tell you this, me a ganja man. Telling me a ganja man. If it was up to me, the street and you don't know we have been a reasoning. Them can't come to me split with season. Me tell you say them thing them me never believe it. See them want me farm fool, them must be dreaming. Ganja me farm coke, get me beating. And there's no need for your law, motherfucker. We don't live by the law, motherfucker. Now me make me rule it. Now me make me rule.
Bag it up. I usually let it sit for like a half hour. Sometimes depending on what I'm doing, it might end up being a little bit more. So I'll be back with you in a bit. All right, so while I am pre-pooing, I'll show you a little bit from the concert last night. Go-go bridge. So shampoo is next. I have the pre-poo in, and while I'm waiting out my half hour or so on that, I'm going to mix up my shampoo. I'm just using a closet shampoo. This one I got from Target with the Aretha powder and the Shikakai powder. Both are cleansing agents. You use those in your hair to really get the strengthening benefits. I got it from Curly Proverbs. And she has a bunch of videos on her channel about why and how, and I'll link her channel below. So I'm just cleaning out as much of that shampoo as I can get and putting it into the mix. Now, earlier this week I went to an Apple Photo Lab thing and learned how to use the portrait function on the phone, so I'm playing with that to do the pictures here. We did a little go-go break. Let's do a vlog break. Here's some images and stuff from the photo lab I stumbled into this week.
Space. That's space for your subject to be able to
Blessed earth, that gotta be the eating of the nation. Naturally calming my meditation. Potency medication. My inspiration. Bang, 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 bang. Thunderfall. Oh man, I'm high like a kite. Still I can roll a spliff with my eyes shut tight. Pretty girl, she said I'm on point. She like what me like and she love my.
That's a nice one, I like that one.
Roll it, love me, make me roll it. Mr. Officer, love me, make me smoke it.
Okay, back to previously scheduled programming. We've got the shampoo all mixed and made. Now I use the shampoo scratcher, the head scratcher thing. I got this one from Amazon just to get the shampoo really into my scalp. I focus on getting the shampoo on my scalp and then let what's left run down the strands. So I don't spend a whole lot of time washing the strands specifically. I just get the strands with what's left over from the scalp rub. Okay, OGX product review. We're going to stay with the coconut milk because I use that for the pre-poo, so we'll use it now for the henna gloss.
Potency medication. My inspiration. Bang, 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 bang. Thunderfall. Oh man, I'm high like a kite. Still I can roll a spliff with my eyes shut tight. Pretty girl, she said I'm on point. She like what me like and she love my type. Said she want ride on my bike. Said she want give it up without putting up a fight. Everything run good in the night till the police say.
Alright, time for henna gloss application. So henna gloss will dye your hair. It'll color anything it touches. My grays are like a coppery color because of my henna gloss. Woo. So be very careful with what you use it, or like what you're sitting on, or where you are when you're using it, because you'll notice I have my chair covered with an IKEA bag. I'm going to do my best not to rumple around too much because I know you'll hear it, because I don't want to get this henna gloss on anything. So I'm going to go through and put it on the exact same way I did my pre-poo, and I should really have a spray bottle to like help wet it a little bit. I might get up and go get one here in a second, but you just want to separate your hair out. And there's the henna gloss. Get all the strands, do your best to coat all of your hair, and you'll notice I've changed my towel, so I don't so much care about this one. I don't necessarily want henna gloss all over my white towels, but this one, you know, so just be mindful of that when you're putting it on. Just got some on my pants, so you might have to hear, sorry, the crunching of the bag, because I don't want to get it all over my everything. But yeah. The henna gloss, this is a protein treatment. So the thing I will say about this is do not do this with any of those masks. Like I see a lot in the stores. Shea Moisture has a bunch of different type of masks, protein treatments. Don't do that with your henna gloss. That'd be way too much protein, because this henna gloss is a protein, treatment. So be very mindful of that, that you're not putting too much protein in your hair when you're putting the henna gloss on. And the other thing I'll say is I do a gloss, I alternate gloss, mask, gloss, mask. A mask is just henna and water. It's very, very strong. You don't want to do that until you're sure your strands, until you're sure you know how your strands will react to henna. Because just plain old henna and water is a lot for virgin hair to take. Now I've been doing this for several years now. I think I'm in my 3rd year of this. So you just want to be sure you are getting your goal, which is length and retention, not working against yourself by putting too much too fast onto your strands. So since I'm doing a gloss this week, what I usually do is 3 weeks on, a week off, meaning a gloss for 3 weeks and then a mask, and then gloss for 3 weeks and a mask. So this is my last week of my gloss. I've actually probably been like 6 or 8 weeks of gloss. I can't even remember when was the last time I did a mask. But I do that because I don't want to do the mask too often, but I do want the strengthening properties of it. Because if you do too much and go too hard, you can damage your strands and make them more fragile.
My number one. I won't stop until I see you, sugar. You know who you are. This is for my number one. So many shots wherever I go, I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna
There she is. And I'm going to leave this in. Now, I just mixed that henna gloss. It needs 4 hours to set for the loss and dye to develop. So that means this is going to be on my head for the next 4 hours so I can get all of the juicy benefits. See you in a bit. Okay, so I thought I would jump on real quick and show you guys. I just put my henna gloss on. Have to go out real fast to do something with the girls. Got henna on my skims. I'm hoping that comes out. To do something with the girls, so I just bundled it up real quick. I have a headband. This is a headband underneath the bottom of one of these wraps that I got at like the same place you get hair supplies, the hair supply store. And I'm gonna run out real quick, do what I need to do, because you guys know I got 4 hours in this. Okay, it's the next day. We're gonna carry on with the coconut milk OGX. I get in and co-wash the henna gloss out. You can see the clumps. So gotta get all those clumps out with the co-wash, and then we keep going. Random aside, my brows are shiny because I put castor oil on them to protect my brow tint and lamination.
Super rush brow job. Appreciate you, Evelyn, for hooking me up right quick. Now I'm running to get home for date night. Had to take another break because I had to stop and come to church this morning. And you will notice there's a little bit of fenugreek in my hair. I don't know if you can see the drops there. But, you know, had to take a break. I could have wrapped it up. I didn't. I just put it in a ponytail and came on out to church this morning because that's what you got to do sometimes on wash day. My husband was like, I don't know how you walk around like that, but okay. All right, we're staying with our coconut milk, and now we're making our deep conditioner. Now here I use the Manuka honey. I add that to the deep conditioning mix. That's because it opens up the pores in your strands. Oil, I put my oil pudding in there, mix it all up. And the thing you want to do differently about applying your deep conditioner is I use a tangle teaser. So you will see here in a second that I'm going to use that deep conditioner, Manuka honey, and oil mixture, and I'm going to take slightly smaller sections and use my tangle teaser to get it all into my hair, so I'm certain I get the strands completely covered this time around.
My number one. I won't stop until I see you, sugar. You know who you are. This is for my number one. Number one. So many shows wherever I go, I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking.
And as I get to the end of covering all of my strands with the deep conditioner, I just go through with a little bit of the oil. I try to make sure I get it on my scalp. And then plastic bag, and we will put the blow dryer hat on and sit under the blow dryer for about 30 minutes or so. Okay, we're back outside the second time today. Different head start wrap, but this time I am deep conditioning. So, mom life, wash day, adulthood, sometimes you just can't do it all in one sitting and stay in the house the whole time. So Stetson, man, you're gonna have to talk, because I'm gonna have to get some hats commissioned for Coffee and Kale, so all of my naturals out there can henna gloss and deep condition in public, and nobody is none the wiser. All right, y'all, we're back. Last step. This is after getting home from, you know, my kids got a game. That little, I put that picture in there because that is so accurate. And like, for all my moms out there, stand up, because it's always like, I can't stay home and just finish my hair because my kids got a game or a practice or something. So had to tie up the deep condition. I sat with it for about half hour in my under the dryer, and then had to get back out in life, right? So you saw how I went out, and now it is the final step. So for my leave-in, this is the twist out. For my leave-in, we're gonna stick with what we've been with, yeah! And then for cream, I'm using the As I Am Twist Defining Cream. And then oil, I'm gonna seal with my oil pudding. This is in an As I Am bottle, but it's just aloe vera juice. So when I do this, I do LCO, the LCO method. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's get it done.
Number one, my number one. I won't stop until I see you, sugar. You know who you are. This is for my number one. Number one. So many shows wherever I go, I'm gonna keep on looking. Sugar, you know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who you are. You know I'm gonna keep on looking. You know who I'm gonna keep on looking.
Okay, guys, that is the end of a 2-day wash day cycle. Yes, 2 days. This is the twist out. It's nicely moisturized. The coconut milk OGX. What I will say is when I went out to church earlier, so after I had done my henna gloss, but before I put my deep conditioning on, it didn't feel brittle. It didn't feel dry, which sometimes it does, especially in that stage, that fragile stage after the, sorry, I can't see, after the henna, so after the protein treatment, but before the deep condition, sometimes your hair feels really vulnerable. It didn't feel that way today using the OGX coconut milk as my conditioner. I did have to get into a new bottle. So it took a bottle and a few squirts. Why did I set the computer up to do that? That is so funny. So it took a bottle and a few squirts in order to do everything with one conditioner. So, you know, usually I use one conditioner for pre-poo, a different closet conditioner for deep condition, a different closet conditioner for henna gloss. This is the first time I have stayed consistent with the conditioner all the way through. My initial reaction before it's dry, before I see how it reacts the rest of the week, is nicely done. Nicely done. So what I will do is continue to use this for my tie downs, my nighttime, you know, once I take the twists out, my nightly tie downs. So I'll be able to give you like a full recap next week. But thank you for joining me on a complete wash day routine, because it took 2 days to get done, because life interjects itself in everything. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Please hit the subscribe button. Don't just consider it. Go ahead and do it. This is 2023. Leave it all on the cord. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.